What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Dudes and Belts Wrestling Chatcast. As always, folks, I am your host, Johnny Deathdrop, and holy cow, do we have a show for you guys. Let's start off with the crew first. On the top left, the far left, the one who is returning back from vacation, unfortunately. We have the one that lives way up there on the east coast of Maine, the one and only Coastal Crusader.
What's going on, everybody? It's so great to be back. So in Atlantic City one day, I don't know who did it, but I had a wonderful wake-up call at the golf course. So whoever from Denver sent us drinks for me and the boys. Thanks, guys. It was a great wake-up call, so that was awesome.
My God. On the far right, up at the top, we have our resident masshole himself, the one and only Marky Pins.
I am the masshole Marky Pins, and after that, I don't even know what to say. That is so garbage. I don't know if they sent you a round of water and you're trying to just suck up some more. I don't know what's going on, man. You're a mess. Go back to Atlantic City. You're probably having more fun there.
On the bottom right, we have the one and only Sunday Night Savior, the other Jeff.
I betcha he called the golf course, ordered the drinks himself, and said it was from the wake, and then was like, "Oh, boys, look what got us! Oh my God, it's amazing!" You know, there's no way they did it for him.
And of course, in about 45 minutes time, yes, Triple I is going to be jumping in this call. And boy,
that's one thing we can all agree on.
Yeah.
And boy, is he going to walk in on some madness tonight. So now let's introduce the guests. We'll start at the top. We have RMP's resident demon, the bone collector herself, the one and only Lilith Grimm.
Returning to the show.
Yes.
And on the bottom left, we have the reigning and defending RMP Lockat's champion, the unhinged one herself, the one and only Reagan Grimez.
Hi.
Unhinged is a good word.
All right, guys. So we're going to do the exact same thing like we did last week. We're going to do a round of questions with the dudes, and then we're going to turn over to Chad for a few, and then we're going to go back to the dudes, and then go to Chad for another few. We're going to keep on going on that pace throughout the entire show. And yes, we will still have the subscriber perk for all you subscribers that want to come into the call and give one question. Actually, you know what? I will break the rules a little bit. I'll give you one question each to Reagan and Lilith tonight.
I like that. Twice the guest, twice the question. Absolutely.
Yeah, but that's twice the jet.
Hey, chat.
All right, so I guess we're gonna have to start off with the Coastal Crusader. I can only imagine what foul words are gonna come out of his mouth right now.
Are you really sure you want to do this again?
This is gonna go bad.
Is it gonna be the same question?
So where am I gonna lead off? Actually, you know what? Let's start with the big question in the room. Lilith, we saw this past Thursday. You came out and you broke up a really, really good match that Reagan and Rochelle were having. What's going on? Was that a statement? Do you feel like you should have been there instead of Rochelle? I mean, what's going on?
What the hell are you doing stirring the fucking pot already?
Well,
that's what a good journalist does.
Christ.
We can ease into these things, you know.
Good match is subjective. I interrupted a match. That's for sure. And yeah, a statement was made. And it had nothing to do with Rochelle. It had everything to do with her. She has something that I want. And I'm going to keep reminding her that I want it.
Have any words, Reagan?
Okay.
Well, it's like, I don't understand. Like, we're the bestest of friends. You see, like, she does this all the time. She just gets super jealous, and she just, oh, it just makes me crazy. She just can't let one thing go, and it's mine. I mean, she has a toy elsewhere. Let me have my toy, you know?
She makes a good point.
Thank you. Gosh.
Well, one of us is unhinged, and one of us is a collector. So
I deserve to have nice things too.
you have nice things. You have me.
I need a belt too. That's just not fair. You just can't have everything. We share, Lilith. That's what we do. Get it together.
Marky, would you like to ask the next question now that Coastal kind of warmed up the room a little bit?
Warmed up the room.
I'm so glad this is a video call.
Yes.
So my question is actually directed to Reagan. You made your triumphant return to Rocky Mountain. You did capture the Lockettes Championship after being gone for so long. You've changed yourself. You seem to be this different person, and now you've come back and regained the championship. And your friend Lilith and every other woman in the division is gunning for you right now. What do you say to the other women who you've beaten, who you've not beaten yet, or you haven't even had the chance to be in the ring with, if they come at you trying to take what is yours right now? This kind of leads back into what happened with Lilith the other night, because she's somebody who's obviously trying to step up and let it be known. What do you say to her and to the others about your title?
I was gone for a long time. I needed some help. Okay. But I was discharged, you see, and I just wanted the one thing that was rightfully mine in the first place. I mean, let's not forget I won it for the first time. So, I mean, it's mine. And, anyone that tries to just try to touch it, like, it's not fair. It's mine. Like, go get your own. You know what I mean? And they're gonna have a really, really hard time getting it off me because it's mine, and I don't let go of what's mine. Are we right? I told them that. I know. So okay, but they're right. We're right. It's mine. They can't have it.
Absolutely.
Won't
Thanks.
argue with either of you. You're absolutely right.
You're great. Thank you.
There you go. Next.
Jet, learn how to spell.
We'll get a book on phonics. Don't worry.
Jesus. Reminder, chat, if you do have a question in chat, make sure you highlight it in chat so that I don't
try and
miss it.
spell it halfway correctly.
Yeah, and Jet, try and spell your questions correct somewhat so I can read them. Sunday, go right ahead.
So my question's kind of towards Lilith in response to what Reagan just said. She says that title is hers. She deserves it. She wants to keep it. Lilith, you obviously want it. As you're making it be known, what are you going to do to get it? How you got to, first of all, you have to convince the championship committee to give you a title opportunity, and then if you do get that to happen, you actually have to take that title from her. What's the plan? How is that going to happen?
Well, I mean, I can't just outright give you the plan with her right there.
Fair enough.
Because I mean, her assistance makes it hard for her to remember things, but I don't want to risk her remembering anything that I say here tonight, so I can't tell you my plan, unfortunately, to take it off of her. But I will say this. I'm the bone collector. I'm also the belt collector. I have 2 already. Let's go for 3. I want more shiny things. And her shiny thing, I've been after it for a very long time. This will not be the first time I've gone after it. And until it is mine, it will not be the last. It's nothing personal, Reagan. It's just business. It's a little personal.
Just a tad.
I was waiting for that.
All right, I don't see any questions in chat as of right now. Because they're all bashing Jet right now and on how bad his spelling is. So I guess we'll move it over to Coastal. We'll do one more round before we start seeing questions in chat.
Okay. So based off that question that we just heard from Sunday, and he asked Lilith what she was going to do to get the belt. My question, I guess, is shouldn't we really see if Rochelle can defeat Reagan without being interrupted before you get a match with someone you didn't beat for the belt?
Oh, Coastal, my God almighty, bro.
It's just a question.
I mean, Reagan's already beaten Rochelle.
Right, but you haven't.
Reagan's beaten her a few times, actually. Maybe not in a one-on-one instance since she got the belt. I can't remember for sure because it's not my responsibility to remember who Reagan has wrestled. But
True story.
true story. Yeah, I mean, Rochelle can try all she wants, but Rochelle's not my priority at the moment. My priority is the one holding the shiny plaything. Yes, Reagan, that's you.
I, my friend.
So Rochelle can try. She can keep trying. And if she succeeds and take them before I get a chance to, then I'll take it off her. As I said, this may not be the first time I've gone after it, but until it is mine, it will not be the last. I am going to keep going for that belt until it is mine.
Jet Coastal is not going to be at Shocktober. And will you spell his goddamn name right, for fuck's sake? Holy shit. Costal. Costal. There you go.
I'm going to open a store. Costal Crusaders. Your discount crusading of paraphernalia, I guess.
All right, Mark.
Wait.
All right, Mark, I guess you're up. You are muted, sir.
You're muted, Mikey. You may continue.
Sorry about that. Thank you. So we've heard from both that they're friends, but they will not stop short of taking what each other has. When you two step into the squared circle together as a team elsewhere, do these things factor in with how you coordinate with each other in matches? And then when you do have title matches against each other, is there any bit that carries over from when you're friends to when you're not? Because we've seen craziness. We've seen unhinged behavior out of both of you. How do you manage to pull it together when you're together and then separate it when you're not? Either one, if in either answer.
We're best friends, okay? Like we just friends fight. Okay, friends fight. But when we're tagging, she throws me into people and I get to hit people, and it's fun. Those are great times. Like everybody wishes they had a best friend that would throw you into people. I mean, but when it comes to inside, us one-on-one. No, nay. She's not gonna get it. She's just not. And but we're still friends. I mean, you can be friends and disagree with each other. I mean, Lilith,
a healthy fact. That is a healthy fact. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for saying that to me. I really appreciate it.
It is a healthy fact. Lilith, do you feel the same?
More or less. At the end of the day, yes, she is my tag partner elsewhere, and we do a good job when we tag together. I mean, we're undefeated as a tag team. It is true. Across the country, we're undefeated as a tag team. However, friendship doesn't pay the bills. Friendship does not pay and get you opportunities the same way that a championship belt does. And yes, I love throwing Reagan and throwing her into other people. I love throwing her when it's just me and her too. Because here's the thing, the one with the belt gets paid more, gets those opportunities, gets to be the one on the poster, gets those championship moments. I want that. So she may be my best friend, but being friends isn't everything.
Another healthy fact right there too.
All right, so we do have a question in chat. I'm sorry to interrupt, Sunday. You are next.
Go right ahead.
This one is coming from the evil genius of professional wrestling, Titus Machiavelli.
Oh, this is a good one. I'm interested in this one too.
I'm sure you are.
Mm-hmm.
What does
I'm sure Corrente is too.
fucking Christ? Question: what does Lilith think she is proving, ruining a championship match? And the second question is: wouldn't wins tell the championship committee?
Maybe she was told to.
What do I think doing? Oh, well, I'm interrupting a championship match because I've been getting overlooked. In my personal opinion, I have not been getting championship opportunities for this belt for quite a while. And frankly, I wanted to be seen. I wanted my voice to be heard. And, maybe throwing a fit like that probably wasn't the best way, but it worked. Because we're talking about it now, aren't we? So therefore, I think causing a little chaos every now and then isn't always a bad thing. And also, it's not the first time that a match has been interrupted. It's not the first time I've interrupted a match, nor is it the first time one of my matches have been interrupted. So,
very true.
The last time one of my matches was interrupted, you know what it led to? A championship match for that person that interrupted my match. So, maybe I'm just learning from the girls that came before me.
Reagan, what do you think about that as the queen of chaosity? Do you think a little chaos brings notice to somebody?
Yes. I'm gonna have to agree with my friend here, because we are friends, Lilith. Okay, I completely agree. You gotta fight for what you want, and sometimes you just gotta get a little crazy and to be noticed. But if that's what it takes, I guess good on you, Lilith. But you're not getting my toy. I mean, it's mine still. But I mean, I agree. You did make a statement. That's for sure. We're just gonna have to see how you follow up with it.
All right, we'll move it on to Sunday.
I got a question for you, Reagan. This is going to be a little bit off the rails of what we have been talking about. You did mention about your toy, the Lockheads Championship. You are the first ever Lockheads champion, and you're also a 3-time Lockheads champion. What means more? What means more to you, being the first ever or being the 3-time? What do you think is a bigger accomplishment?
First ever. I mean, there was no women's belts in Colorado back then, and I fought very hard and worked really hard to get that accomplishment under my belt. And I touched it first. It's mine, and no one, they can't touch it. I'm the first. That's my biggest accomplishment, and therefore it's mine. I saw it first. It's mine.
I understand that. Nobody could take away the fact that you're the first ever. Somebody else could win it 4 times and have it more times than you or whatever, but nobody could ever take away the fact that you had it first.
No. Sorry, Lilith. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't apologize. See, that's why I want to take it from you. Because not only we're the first, but you also have had it 3 times. That makes it mean something. That makes it mean something so much more when I strip it off of you. When I hold it over you. You may have been the first, and yes, you have fought so hard for it and won it multiple times. And now it's my turn to fight for it. As hard as you, if not harder, to prove that I'm just as good as you, Reagan.
You are just as good as me. We're partners, right?
Coastal, I'm gonna let you actually answer this highlighted question in chat, or ask this, I should say.
Oh, I get to ask this question?
Yes, you get to ask this question.
Okay, so some weird Canadian has a question that is remarkably spelled correctly. As we all know, the charged champion, the current charged champion, Damon Ace, member of the Wake, has challenged our host Johnny Deathdrop to a match at Shocktober, in which Johnny gets to pick two partners, and it will be Damon and the longest reigning tag team champions, also members of the Wake, JK Pop, against Johnny and his two partners. Is there any advice for Johnny going into that match against Damon and the Wake?
You better punch, fight, kick. You go all of it. You get them. You jump on them.
Don't underestimate them. I mean, they have belts for reasons. You know, the one with the belt they've earned it. So don't go into the thinking that it's going to be an easy fight, but don't give up and take what you want.
Did you get all that, Johnny?
I'm just
Write that
waiting.
down, buddy.
I'm just waiting on the championship committee right now.
And I'm going to add pray heavily.
I don't need to pray.
Well, you should take your vitamins and say prayers and do whatever Hulk Hogan said, because you're going to need it.
And we'll see. I am been working pretty hard.
Hopefully that championship committee, we won't.
What's
Do
that?
the right thing, guys.
They're going to do the right
They're
thing.
going to do the right thing.
In the end,
That's
they
right.
will
We all
do
vote.
the right
They're going to
thing.
leave it to Titus, and we know Titus will do the right thing.
We'll find out on Thursday night.
Friday morning.
My head is already in the right place.
I'm glad for you, bud.
Cole, so you can start with your question that you had before that question.
Did I have a question before that question?
I mean, you should.
I'm getting a little confused with the questions here, but
Well, no, I asked you to ask that question in chat. That's why.
oh, okay. So over easy Stevie agrees with me in chat with yeah, pray. So I guess this is a question for Reagan. We talked about factions. We talked about the Wake. Let's talk about Legion. Lilith may not come to the ring alone. You have yourself and the other people that you consult with, as we've seen, but she has physical presence at ringside. Does that worry you that perhaps maybe Ronan or Brumark or Abatu will get involved in a match with you guys?
What are they gonna do? You know, they won't even think about touching me. All right, I can go.
Well, we've seen that. That's a fact.
Exactly. But if they trip you up or they get involved.
No, they're not going to get involved because that's going to be the last thing that they're going to do.
I fully agree. I hope they do not make that mental error that would get involved in a match with you.
And they call me crazy, right? Like,
yeah, I know. Mark, your question, bud.
Why are you always warming them up for him?
That's what a good heater does, pal.
Oh boy.
All right.
We got Owen Easton in chat highlighting Lilith specifically. #Buffaloan.
Buffalo. See, Reagan, they're already talking about bringing new tag teams to ringside.
Get over it.
All right, Mark, you go right ahead.
So I asked this question of guests that come on the show who have championships and those who are going for championships. And this show is unique where we have both on the show. So let me throw this question out to both. As one who has the championship, Reagan, do you feel that it's easier, or which do you feel is more suited to a wrestler or whatnot? Getting the title or coming up to go for it? And I ask Lilith the same question. What do you feel is the better way to be, to have the gold or to be striving for it?
from the very beginning, and in 2015, when everything was great, you want to stride, and you want to get that belt. That's the only thing on your mind, and all the sweat and the blood and all of it, like it just makes it so much worth it. You know, it just, in a way, it just, the pain just, I don't feel it anymore. In a way, it just, it kind of tickles, like, but just getting it at the end of the tunnel, that's where, that's it.
So winning it for you.
Winning.
Pickles.
Go for gold.
Lord. See, for me, yes, the journey to getting a belt, it's exhilarating, you know, chasing after someone, especially when they know that you're right behind them the entire time. That anytime they could turn around and there you are ready to take it from them. But taking it is not the end. That's not the goal. Once you have it is when the real work starts. Because now that you have that belt, you have to make it mean something. You have to make everybody very aware that you are the champion, and you have to keep defending it and keep fighting for it and keep making that belt special. That's what is exciting. That's what gets my blood boiling. And that's why I want it. I want that belt. I want the exhilaration of being chased.
That is the most unique answer I've ever heard to that question. Reagan, how special is the Lockettes title to you? And do you feel footsteps behind you at all?
Yeah, I always do. I hear whispers, and I know they're coming for me. I know Lilith is coming for me. But I'm not afraid anymore, Lilith. Come on, you can't hurt me.
But I can throw you.
Yeah, well, that's true. But
she may be looking forward to that, and that could throw up the whole game plan.
Oh no! The game, like, I'm going in, I'm walking in, and I just take what's mine. You know, but she can say whatever she wants to say to help her fall asleep and how that night. I don't know. I'm sorry, Lilith. Like, I thought we understood each other on a deeper level than this, and quite frankly, I'm quite disappointed. But you can chase me all you want. You ain't gonna get it. You ain't gonna get it.
Any response to that, or are we just gonna leave that?
We'll see where the cards will fall.
That's what she does. It's okay.
Good. Sunday, follow that.
No. We're gonna save Sunday. Yes.
Chat's got a question.
I know. Chat has got a question, and Sunday, I think it would be
Let's
okay
ask
to
Jet's
miss this
question.
one.
I like Jet's question. I think Johnny, you should ask Jet's question.
Yeah, no, I am gonna ask Jet's question because you've already stirred the pot already, and I know you're chomping at the
Not
bit
at
for this
all.
question.
Have not.
Yes.
Have not.
Okay. Lilith.
Unbiased journalism.
This is for that stupid Canadian up there.
Eh?
What is going on with Legion? ? We have seen some craziness amongst the ranks as of late, and we have noticed Ronan from. Okay, let me restart that one. Okay, we have seen some craziness among the ranks as of late, and when we have noticed Ronan missing from ringside from yours and Brew's matches. So I guess the real question is, what's going on with Legion?
I didn't ask it.
Yeah, I know. I'm saving you.
Only because
got
Jet got to
lucky.
it first.
You got lucky. Ronan almost left the interview when you asked him this question.
Well, as for Ronan, I can't speak for him, you know. I can't speak for the leader of Legion and as to what he does, you know, and Ronan's never steered me astray. Ronan is the one that helped me learn how to contain my rage and how to contain all the anger deep inside me and be able to focus it to actually start winning. So I trust Ronan. I can't say what he's doing. I can't say what he's not doing. I can't speak for Ronan, but all I can say is that I still follow Ronan and I trust his judgment. So there's my answer for that.
Get a bunch of candidates and he's some racist.
You have been lately in Legion, the shining star, getting more wins, making more noise, and that's just a fact as of lately.
You doing it?
So that's something that we've definitely noticed on this side of the coin. Has that been something that is that creating any animosity? I mean, I would think not, but where you've been kind of getting the wins and the fellas maybe not so much?
To be frank, unless it's Ronan, I don't care what they think. Ronan is our leader. Ronan's opinion is the only one that matters to me.
Truth.
And if Brumok and Abatu have something to say, they can say it to my face, but they won't. And it doesn't matter who's winning, who's losing. We are Legion. We are many. We win and lose together.
Sunday, go right ahead.
My question's a little bit for both of them. With the, I guess we'll call it relationship you two have, friends, not friends, enemies, frenemies, whatever, love, hate, whatever you want to call it. Does that make this, thing like where Lilith, you're going after the Lockette's title and you're trying to acquire it, and Reagan, you're trying to keep it? Does that make anytime you guys butt heads, it mean even more because of your relationship and how you guys are, tag teams, enemies, all that stuff? When you guys go at it, does it seem to mean more to you guys?
I personally like it getting hit in the face, Mister. I love it when we fight each other. I mean, that's what friends do, right? I mean, they fight, they make up, they fight, they make up. That's just pretty much the gist of our relationship. But we love it. I mean, Lilith could tell you herself. I mean, go on.
No, she's right. She's right. And yes, it does make it mean something more. But I've fought many opponents since I have stepped into the squared circle. And I just have fun throwing her around, interrupting her matches, making statements with her. She has been my best friend and my best rival in this business. She brings something out in me, something animalistic. And she brings it out when we tag, but she brings it out even more when we stand against each other. So yeah, it does mean more when it's her, because I just have so much to prove to her.
I love you.
Aww.
Used.
Oh, it's new right there.
Yes, I am very confused.
It's okay. It's okay. Isn't that the beauty of it, though?
Oh, it is.
Confusion.
Yes,
I
100%.
agree. It's beautiful.
Great.
So, chat, you're very quiet tonight, surprisingly. Very surprised at you.
I think they're all afraid to ask questions.
I think they are, too. Well, I think Jet kind of warmed up the room a little bit, too, on top of the past questions that he's asked.
Way to go.
Well, he ain't smart.
He's fucking Canadian. What do you expect?
Dealings with some Canadians in the past, like some Canadians helped me a lot before my time at RP. So let's not hate so much on the Canadians.
We don't hate on the Canadians.
Oh,
we hate on
love
this Canadian.
Canadians. We just don't like Jet.
No, it's just this one. It's just this one that threw all of our
He's a great
opinions out
friend of
the
the
window.
show, Hoagie.
Yeah.
Hoagie Bowler, he's Canadian. We like him.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, yeah. We have plenty of Canadian friends that we love, but just one in particular.
All right, Coastal.
Okay, so you guys are eventually you are going to butt heads for that Lawcats title. What type of match would you two like to have for that? Because a standard match just ain't gonna cut it for you two. I'd like to see what would you guys like to do? Last woman standing, a falls count anywhere. It is the season of pumpkin patch match. Who knows?
What is a pumpkin patch match? That's an interesting one.
I have
never heard of it.
on Twitter about a pumpkin patch match because I follow Lilith on Twitter and everybody else should too. And Reagan as well. Follow them both on Twitter and your social medias. But just make sure, she's been talking about pumpkin patch match, and I don't know what it is, but it sounds fun.
Well, I called out Sage Sin for the pumpkin patch match, and it's actually happening.
Oh.
It's happening the week after Shocktober, in fact.
What's a pumpkin patch match?
I believe it's a match in a pumpkin patch.
I don't know.
Like, I came up with it, and I don't even know. So it's going to be a good time.
Those are the best kind. Surprise!
But I'll let Reagan answer the question first.
Can I help you?
What is your preference on matches to beat up your friend Lilith?
We can do so much, but you're right. A singles match just wouldn't cut it with me and Lilith. It would have to be something a little crazy, just a little bit. I personally was thinking a casket match. Love to, bury my best friend, or cage match. Oh, I'd love to grind your face against a steel cage. Wouldn't you like that, Lilith?
I think that you can feel tired of cages at this point.
No. They keep me safe. Sometimes kind of lose it. But hey, we all have our right. But they keep me safe when I need to be safe. So yeah.
I mean, personally, I would fight Reagan anywhere, anytime, any stipulation. It doesn't matter either way. But I do agree that a casket match or cage match, I could enjoy a cage match from Reagan, but a casket match, that's right on up there for dream matches for sure.
Does that answer your question?
It sure does.
Marky Pins.
Actually, Over Easy Stevie asked a very good question in chat, so I'd actually like to relinquish my question to ask this one.
Well, you can hold on to your question and I'll ask it. Lilith, does it concern you at all that Reagan has so much experience in championship matches?
Oh, of course it does. Absolutely it does, because not only has Reagan had more championship matches in general than I have, she's had more successful championship matches than I have, in the sense of her actually coming out with the belt. So yes, that is definitely something that I'm aware of going into any form of match with Reagan. That she does have the experience. She does have, the impressive lineage and resume. And yeah, that does concern me. That's why I take her very seriously. That's why I take everybody that I step into the ring with very seriously. I took Rochelle very seriously. I'll take Reagan very seriously as well. But I'm also very excited to build my own lineage, to build my own resume. And you got to start somewhere.
And this was a two-part question as well. Do you worry about her experience competing on this level? Does that give her an advantage?
She has the experience over me. I won't deny that. As far as having an advantage over me, though, I mean, she has some advantages and I have mine. We'll leave it at that.
Moving on, Marky.
All right.
You got your question.
Okay. So this one is for Reagan. we've had Lilith on the show before. We've talked about her, likes and dislikes outside of the ring and stuff like that. Tell us about Reygan Grimes outside the ring that we don't normally see. Not from just TV, but what's a day in the life like? On either match day or any other day when you wake up, do you just want to go punch a friend in the face? Like when you just wake up and you go, oh my God, hi. Like what's a day in the life?
All right. Well, we have breakfast at 4:30 in the morning. They get us up all bright and early. I brush my teeth, I brush my hair, and I get in my jacket, and we get escorted down to the cafeteria. Sometimes it's fruit and a piece of bread. That's usually what I get for breakfast. From there, I'll usually go to the rec room, just, stretch out, lift some weights, talk to my other friends that live in here. And then, like, if it's a show day, then I'll get ready. I'll get discharged for the night, and I go do my thing. I'll bite people in the face. I'll kick them in the face. Sometimes I'll rip their face. And then I go home, and they give me my pills, and I go to bed. Day in the life of Reagan.
It doesn't matter where your friends are. The important thing is that you're talking to your friends and you're having a good time on a day-to-day basis. I'm going to grab a pen. Note to self, cover your face when meeting Reagan. Very good. Okay, so that was good insight.
Day.
Thank you. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's lovely.
Yeah.
I always try to get a little bit of outside the ring information on people, so I'll make sure I cover my face.
Oh, yeah. You please. Thanks.
From what Damon says, it's quite punchable.
Yeah, that
I would
happens.
say that punching people.
Sunday.
So, for both of you, who outside of each other are your favorite opponents in the ring? To whether it's to beat them up or it's they're the most competitive or what? Like, who would each of you say is your favorite opponent, not including each other? Whoever wants to go first.
I mean, Shelly could play. Shelly knows how to play, and I quite enjoy playing with Shelly. And I'm sure she enjoys playing with me too. And she plays hard, like, sometimes, Yeah. What, Lilith?
Oh, there's quite a few. Just depends on where I am. My most prolific opponent has actually been Lola. Not just in Colorado. I've faced Lola probably more than any other opponent across the country. So I enjoy playing with Lola. Out east, I have quite a few of my favorite opponents. Ari Alexander. I would like any chance I have to get in the ring with Ari Alexander, I'll take. Absolutely. Harley Fairfax has been another fun. She and I we've tagged, we've been opponents. She almost broke my arm. It was good times. Much like this one here. It really just depends on where in the country that I'm at. There's so many amazing opponents that I've faced so far. But this one, I do enjoy this one.
All right, we just had a question from Jet1294 again. What is your favorite stipulation match that you have participated in?
I have to think about that one.
My favorite one so far was the Devil's Dinner Table match that I had recently. We had an electrified barbed wire table and a ham. I didn't like the ham as much. And some light tubes. So that was An absolutely insane match. And that was with my brother. So that was really fun. That was a fun.
Even better. It's a family matter.
I would have to say, I like playing with toys. So I have to say hardcore match for sure. I can get really creative and come up with some really cool things. So that is probably my favorite match stipulation.
I can confirm that she can get creative.
Thanks, Ben.
Coastal, what do you got?
I guess if you guys didn't tag together and you had to face each other in a tag team, who would you pick as partners to go against each other?
I'm confused. So, like, we wouldn't be tagging?
You wouldn't be tag teams. You'd have another partner to go against each other.
Let's see. Do I have the pick of the litter? Anybody?
Anybody.
Oh, thanks, man.
Well, I guess with you the caveat is physical person.
Sorry.
It's okay. That's why I said that.
Yeah. No, you're good.
narrows
You're
it
good.
down.
Yeah.
Definitely narrows it down.
No, you're good. You're good. Let's see. I would probably have to say. I don't know. Lilith, you go first. That's a hard one.
Male Ronan, female Harley Fairfax.
So she picked a male and a female. You as well, Ken. Great.
Oh, I have to do one more now. Goodness. On the spot. Let's see. If I had to tag with a male, probably would pick Curtis Cole because we could probably have some fun together. And female, I would have to say. Oh, my other bestie, Jem and I. We have a blast together. We've tagged before, and we're just a good time together. Love you, Jem.
Does that
That's
answer
a great
your
answer.
question?
Yeah, that's awesome. That would be. I would really like to see Reagan and Jem tag together. That would be fun.
Oh, we have fun.
The energy in that ring would be through the roof.
So
Through the roof.
much energy.
And then her and Curtis, she could be the tag dudette, just like Jem.
No.
Okay, so different but the same, like a similar.
Yeah.
Sorry, there was a thesaurus in my room on vacation. I read it.
Yeah, I can see that.
He likes to break a mental sweat too sometimes.
Sometimes.
You got me sweating, dude.
Probably not a good thing. I'll pay for that.
All right. We got another one from Jet. Why is Jet the only one asking questions? Come on, Jet.
Yeah, come on.
Come on now.
Someone take his
Throws out
keyboard
there.
privileges away.
Mr.
True.
Fourth Row.
Jet, it's not like you're not going to
Owen.
be in the call in about an hour anyway, so.
Owen, Echo, come on. Somebody out
If
there.
Rocky Mountain Pro were to introduce a Lockett's tag team title, would y'all team to challenge for them?
Done.
Yes.
That's what I figured the answer would be, like a hard yes.
I have to ask the question because it's highlighted.
Hey, Boss
Yeah,
Man's
true.
in chat too.
Oh, hey, Yaden.
Oh, Yaden.
And
Right.
you know, if the two of you won them, I don't think that there's a soul alive or undead or invisible that could take them away from you either.
Pair of souls.
Once you got them,
Okay.
I don't think
Sorry. Titus chimes in. Which one hates Jet more? Laugh out loud.
They don't know Jet well enough yet.
No.
That's the problem.
That's a cool name.
where it ends.
Until you
No, I have a
ask him,
question.
I hate
Where it
that one.
ends.
So you'll understand in about like 45 minutes time who Jet is.
Oh,
Jumbo just asked an interesting one.
Jumbo has a question.
This is a big question.
If you can make up your own match, what would it be like for both of you guys?
We can make up a match.
Yeah, like a match
Like
style.
Any stipulation you want.
Like a steel cage barbed wire match, or like a pumpkin patch coffin match or something.
I would say straight jacket on a pole match.
Ah.
Yep.
You would.
Yeah. You.
Is that where both competitors are in the jacket, hanging from the pole? First one to get out wins.
Yeah, no, you gotta kick. We just kick each other, and we just, kick each other off.
I love it.
How much is the match
Thanks.
where you win by, putting somebody in a straitjacket? That'd be pretty good.
A body bag match. There you go.
Yeah, you put your opponent in a straitjacket.
Toe tag match.
That's a little extreme, but that's on. Yeah, that's on the right line.
Hey, extreme.
Lilith.
She said she likes the toys. She likes toys.
I do.
I mean, if you follow me on any of my social media, I about the pumpkin patch. So that's definitely one. And in my head, I'm envisioning that there's a bunch of pumpkins, and you just, hit each other with pumpkins, and the winner is determined by whoever gets the pumpkin on the other person's head.
A jack-o'-lantern match.
We used to do that in the projects where I grew up. After Halloween, we used to just throw pumpkins at each other. I don't recommend it unless you're actually going for a match or something that they start hurting after a little while. But then again, if you're impervious to pain, it doesn't matter. What's up, loudest dude in the Discord?
Oh, is that me?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
you. What is going on back
Yeah,
there?
that's you, Infinite Indian Inspiration.
I was getting situated.
We can tell.
Yeah.
They could tell in Worcester.
Johnny, you have to introduce.
Yeah, with this, so yeah, okay.
All right. Lilith knows who Triple I is.
Yes.
Reagan,
What's up, Lilith?
Reagan, Triple I, Reagan Grimes.
Triple I.
Reagan Grimes.
Yeah.
What's that stand for,
Nice to
Triple
meet you
I?
as well.
Go ahead, tell her.
Well, I'm feeling much better this week. My migraine is gone. So, lucky for me and lucky for you. My introduction, here it comes. Triple I, the one and only. Infinite. Get ready. And inspiration. Oh, God. 2 weeks in the making, that was waiting for that. 2 weeks in the damn making. God, that felt good. Ugh.
Is he done?
I think he's done.
Ah, cool. I timed that perfect.
Ah.
So there you go, Reagan. That is Triple I.
We lost Lilith.
Hi.
I mean,
I scared Lilith away.
She left.
Holy shit! I did that.
No, you
that's
didn't
my biggest-
scare her. She left of her own volition. There's
you
a
annoyed
difference.
her away.
She's about to appear behind you and kill you.
Whatever. I don't
She
care.
might
She
be getting
left.
that voodoo
Yeah.
voodoo doll from last time.
I don't want that. I don't want that at all.
So
I want that.
I guess until Lilith comes back, do you have any questions for Reagan? Now that you've kind of got her attention a little bit. Very much so.
Not a bit.
Yes. I got a few questions. So first of all, Reagan. Excuse me. Yeah, Lilith did. Wait a minute. Lilith disappeared, and now Coastal disappeared on me as well.
She's right there.
Friend.
Oh. Playing hide and go seek. That's cute.
It is.
Oh. Yeah. So, Reagan, I saw your match this past week on Charged against Rochelle Riveter, and my God, what a hard-hitting match that was. Unreal. the only thing that disappointed me was me being a fan of RMP, did not get to see the ending of the match because one Lilith Grimm interfered and attacked you from behind.
Why are you come on this show and you're already starting this all up again? We were just soothing everything out.
No, it's okay. It's okay. He can bring it up. I mean, I'm still very mad about that. But you see, Triple I.
Yes.
We're friends, okay? We're the bestest of friends. Sometimes friends fight. I get that. But the thing is, yeah, she collects bones. She collects belts. She has so many toys. And, I can't even have one. And, that's not even fair. It's mine. I had it first. And that's just at the end of the day is how it is. So that's just how I feel about the whole thing.
So it's awesome. And I'm not to needle my way into things. I wasn't here for the first hour, obviously, so obviously I'm playing catch up here, and I saw the match just like everyone else, so I'm curious as to why that happened, but it sounds like from the looks of it, things are okay on both fronts here, and things are going to move forward with that. So with that being said, would the two of you ever entertain a triple threat match? With the two of you and Michelle Riveter for that Luckets Championship. I think that could be the main event of any RMP show, in my eyes. That would steal the show right there.
That question has not been asked yet. That's a good question.
Whoever wants to step in there. I mean, I played with Shelly, I played with Lilith, and together that would just be a great time. So I say bring it on.
I can be down for that.
You better
as long as the belt's on the line, that's all I care about.
You mean my belt, but okay.
The belt.
The belt. It's Reagan's belt. It's mine. I want it. It's mine.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can all agree with that right now. I mean, you are the reigning and defending Luckets champion, Reagan.
Come on, now.
Johnny, if you have any influence with the championship committee, if you know anyone, let's get this match.
What the fuck makes you think that I have anything to do with the championship committee? I am already involved with the championship committee on the other side of the spectrum here.
Johnny Dum Dum, I said big if you have any influence or any say with the championship committee, then, use your powers to be, if you have any, talk to the appropriate people if you can, and see if we can make this triple threat match happen. It may not be able to happen for October, but hopefully before this 2021 is up, God, I'd love to see that match. And if that match happens, it's for the Luckets Championship, and it has to main event. It's a hell of a match right there.
Okay.
I think everyone else could agree with that on this, with the dudes right here.
Okay. Championship committee, if you're watching, book that match, and also hashtag let Johnny fight. Okay.
Yes.
As we continue, we have a couple questions in chat, so Triple I,
yes.
I know you have a couple other questions. We'll let you get right into those. I wanted to hit up one from Killian Crow and Yaden. This one's from Killian Crow for both of you guys. Any new RMP blood that catches either of your eyes, and advice for them, and who has the stream up? Probably
that would be Triple Stupid.
Triple Stupid.
No,
yeah.
I'm muted. I'm muted.
Postal.
Mine's completely muted.
Oh, either way. Any advice for any up and coming blood that is catching your eyes?
Reagan, as a champion, do you have any advice?
Say is work hard, get to training, and if you want opportunities, you go in and you make yourself known, and you take it. You take it. That's all I got. Lilith?
Well, pretty similar. Go to training. The only way to get better is to actively work to get better. If you want to take that ring, you need to be in the ring. You can't take it from the outside. And as to the first part of the question, yeah, there's been a few of the newcomers that I've been watching. You know, Owen Easton, David Drake, Killian Crow has been one of those that have been like surprising me a bit. We've had a pretty decent crop of new people coming in, and I see a lot of potential in a lot of them. But at the end of the day, like the best advice I can give is you have to want it. And it's one thing to say that you want it, it's another thing to actually prove that you want it. And proving that you want it is no matter what, making it to training. It's being there, it's getting better, it's putting in the work to get into the ring. It's respecting this business enough to want to be the best. Because you can be good or you can be good enough. And so that's my advice, is be good.
And we have a question from. Wait, go ahead.
I just said that was a hell of an answer. If there was a grade above an A+, that's it right there. A hell of an answer.
And thank you, Yaden, for the hashtag let Johnny fight comment there. Speaking of Yaden, if no one has asked, Reagan, directed at you. Can you describe the journey from Angel to Unholy to Unhinged? Also, can you talk about being Colorado's first women's champion?
Of course. So, when I started, I came out as Angel Trinity. I didn't know what I wanted to do in the business. I just wanted to fight people. I mean, that's what I wanted to do. So I worked really hard, you know, and ended up working with many different people and traveled to many different places as Angel Trinity. But I hit my head really hard during a match. I believe it was Ellie Gatto. We were, you know, playing around. Somehow she smashed my face and my head into the mat. And I don't know, just from there, I've just been having like really like bad nightmares, like dark nightmares about, you know, people wanting to invade my body, you know, steal my soul, that kind of thing. So I kind of went blank there for a couple months. I remember people were calling me Unholy Trinity, and I was just really confused because I mean that's not a name. Like, Unholy is not a name. I just don't know why people were calling me that. And, you know, I got, you know, really frightened. And so I just had to go. I went away, and I was really sick, and I was confined to bed, and I was not allowed to leave. And it just made me really uncomfortable, just being poked and prodded and all of that sort of thing. So when I emerged out, when I made it out, they were still calling me Unholy Trinity, and I do not know who this lady is. Like, I don't know what they're talking about, or who that is, or what that is. But someone, a friend of mine, came to me and in my head, and his name is Benny. And Benny talked to me, and he says, "No, you're not an angel. You're not unholy. You're just Reagan. That's you. You're Reagan Grimes." And that's just how it is now. That's who I am.
And we already talked about how you were the first, Colorado's first women's champion.
Yes.
Did you want to talk about that again for people who have not been here since that conversation?
Yeah, I started the academy when I was around 20. It was 2014, and there was no other women's belt in Colorado at all, and we made one, and I got go against Nati for that, and I won, and that made me the first women's champion of Colorado. And it's definitely one of my biggest accomplishments because I found it first. It was mine. It's going to continue to be mine because I found it first. I got it first. They can't have it.
And I believe that was it in chat as of right now. Oh, wait, nope. Just tuned in. Killing Crow. Dream opponent, past or present, in any organization. We'll side with Reagan.
I would have to say Daphne Younger is one of my biggest inspirations, and it would have been amazing to be able to meet her and share the ring with her. That would just be amazing. As far as right now, I would have to say probably Jessica Havoc. She looks fun. I would be able to like climb her and kick her, and she'd be able to throw me. It would just be a blast. That's my answer.
Lilith, I don't remember if we asked this question to you the last time.
Dream opponent?
Yeah.
Oh, Rosemary would definitely be one. And then as we talked about heavily the last time, we all know that I take a lot of influence from one Bray Wyatt. So just for the sake that he is my hero in wrestling, and he is one of I take so much from his work. I watch and I study him so much. So I would love an opportunity to be in the ring with him. And then Paige would also be high level, because Paige is the one that got me into wanting to be a wrestler. So it would be absolutely amazing to stand across the ring from her.
Bray Wyatt, the one of many cryptic tweets as of late. Triple I.
So that was kind of my question, but I'll bounce off of that actually. If you guys would go outside of RMP, because I saw there was a question in the chat if you guys ever thought about teaming up with each other. So I did see that earlier, so I won't rehash that. If there's somebody you could team up outside of RMP right now, currently, not past, but just currently, who would it be? You got to pick someone. Let's say you're pursuing, the a tag team championship, whether it's, let's say it was WWE or AEW, or let's say there's one for RMP. Who would you pick from any organization to be your tag team partner to go capture those tag team championships?
What about you, Lilith?
It doesn't have to be female.
Yeah, just for the sake of the question. We could do mixed after.
Female, I'd probably stick with other than Reagan, Harley Fairfax.
I would probably have to say, if it's not Lilith, Rosemary, I wouldn't mind tagging with. That'd be fun.
Gotcha. Interesting. I think you two would make in addition to those answers, I think you two would make a phenomenal tag team as well, obviously. I'd love to see that. My last question for now is, and I don't know if this I don't know if it was asked or not yet. Obviously, we know Lilith has, she's surrounded by Ronan and the rest of Legion for guidance, for expertise, for things of that nature. Have you thought of, Reagan, have you thought of aligning yourself with any faction in RMP for perhaps extra guidance or assistance or support or mentorship or whatever the case may be?
As far as RMP goes, I feel like I wouldn't benefit in a faction. I'm just kind of like my own person. No one really gets me there. People think I'm weird. I think I'm just good with myself. I got the belt.
I mean,
what-
you were cutting out a little bit. I got some of the people think I'm weird as well, and I'm part of the Dudes and Belts faction, so it's okay. I mean, you know,
no, I think I'm good by myself. I got my championship. She's my friend. That's all. That's all I need.
can't argue with that. You're the champ.
Thanks, friend.
Absolutely.
Can I just jump in and ask a little follow-up to that?
Go ahead.
So, Reagan, you had just said that, kind of nobody gets you and people think you're weird and stuff like that. And I think we all have characteristics about and this could go for both, because you both have very unique personalities about you. Do you find that those are strengths inside of you when other people kind of look at you and just go, whoa, kind of, don't mess with her. She's just different. Is that like a strength, almost an intimidation factor that you can kind of use on a daily basis as you get in and out of the ring?
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like when you want people to leave you alone and they don't leave you alone, you just gotta slap yourself around a bit, and they'll eventually leave.
That would make me walk away.
I mean, people leave Triple I alone all the time.
Fair enough.
I'm better that way. People annoy the hell out of me. God.
I think it's the other way around, buddy.
I need some peace and quiet once in a while. All the idiots in chat sometimes, Absolutely.
We need peace and quiet too. That's why when you show up, I take my headphones off.
You have your peace and quiet on Thursdays when I'm not there. You're welcome.
Yeah, but
God.
Then we get Coastal talking about the wake, so it's the same thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
it does negate it.
That's just good conversation.
Yeah, for you, yourself, and I, meaning you.
It's very good reporting. Called reporting on everything.
Yeah.
Reporting on everything.
Unbiased.
Get the wake. My pants get wet. Okay.
Lilith, what are you doing to that jar over there?
Whatever she wants.
Pretending to.
I'm just opening my heart, making it pretty.
It's canning, obviously.
Yeah, it's canning season, Johnny. You didn't know that?
Oh, I know. I
Canning
was
season.
just asking a question. No worries.
Just getting things ready for winter storage.
Coastal.
I mean, this is the one that's on currently. I'll probably switch it out with a different heart later on.
Variety is the spice of life.
Whose is the real question?
We don't
That's
need
what
to
I
ask that question.
No, whoever you're going to switch it out for.
A
I've
coastal.
got that on someone.
That poor soul. They won't be going to Shocktober, whoever that is.
Probably not.
No, more than likely not.
Coastal.
So this is a fun question. It is Halloween season. What are we going as for Halloween, ladies?
I want to be a witch.
Lilith?
Columbia from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, I see that. Absolutely. Excellent pick.
All right, before we continue with the questions and discussion, we are going to open up the lines for Discord. So if you guys are a subscriber, hop into the Discord. Marky, actually, no, I got it. Marky, you're up if you want to ask a question. I'll put the Discord link in chat for all you guys who are subscribers. And whenever you're ready, hop into the waiting list section of the Discord, and then we'll call you in.
Really insane. Jet, stay off the Discord. Nice.
Yeah.
So this kind of goes into a little bit of reality here. We've all been wrestling fans since we were kids. Reagan, we'll start with you. Who were some influences? Did you have influences growing up watching, making you go, hey, you know what? I like punching people in the face too. Who was like the best face puncher?
Undertaker. Yeah.
He could punch some faces.
Oh, yeah, man.
Always called him the best striker, right?
Yeah.
No.
Was he one of your best influences, or is he just like one of your favorite face punchers?
Kind of a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I just really enjoyed the character and how dark it was. I also really enjoy the Hardy Boys because they jumped off things and kind of like jumping off things. Yeah, sure. I like jumping off things, but yeah.
And landing on people.
Oh, yeah.
They cushion the fall.
Yeah.
So far, Jet's not on the waiting list, so that's a good sign. Marky. Oh, wait, no, that was you. Sorry, right?
Yeah. Was that? Well, actually, I know Lilith had answered the question before when she was on the show last time, but for the viewers tonight, who were your influences?
Bray Wyatt, Paige, Undertaker. I definitely had a penance for more of the spookies, the dark characters.
Papa Shango?
You know, I actually recently started watching Papa Shango's stuff, like maybe a couple years ago. But I definitely like very much so enjoyed his work, as well as Boogeyman.
Ooh,
somebody get you. This is his time of year. Like, he's got to pop up in WWE somewhere in the next couple weeks, right? Yeah.
Got to.
So we do have a question from a fan towards Reagan and Lilith. She goes, I'll be the RMP Lockettes champion for Shocktober. Can I get a hug at Shocktober? This is coming from Albuquerque baby girl.
She knows it. Girl, you already know.
Of course you can have a hug.
She asked me first.
And a jar.
And a jar.
That's a souvenir.
All right, so it looks like Jet's thinking of a question. So, Sunday.
That is today.
Yeah, for where we are for another hour and a half. Where they are a little bit longer. Who would for each of you? Who would you say you model your in-ring style after? Like who? Like I know you guys mentioned people that you looked up to as wrestlers when you were young, on people like Undertaker, Bray Wyatt, but actual what your performance in the ring and what you do. Who would you say you mirror that up the most?
I would have to say like a mix of Undertaker, Daphne, Nikki Cross back in NXT days.
That's a good one.
Crazy Steve.
All very good answers.
Oh, there he is.
Definitely Bray, Undertaker. Now known as Malachi Black. I definitely watch a lot of his stuff. Black Taurus is somebody that I watch a lot of to get inspiration for my in-ring ability. Paige, of course. Rosemary. Reagan mentioned earlier Havoc.
Yep.
All right, Jet. I see you.
All right.
We are not responsible for what happens from this time forward.
Jet.
Last time he was good, so
He was good last week.
Well, he's terrified.
my
Yeah, that's true too.
I was terrified too first time.
And then Albuquerque baby girl goes, I'll hug you both. Don't fight over me, LOL.
Me first, of course.
Oh, this is a different setup here. Okay.
Hey, Jet.
Hey, Jet.
Jet.
That'd be Jet right above you.
Plain man, how are you?
I'm pretty good. Yourself there, Coastal?
I'm great. I'm back from vacation. Ask your question.
Pretty sure Lilith got asked this last time. But for you, Reagan, whom would be on your Mount Rushmore professional wrestling?
Wait, come again?
Who would be on your Mount Rushmore pro wrestling?
Who would be
Your top 4 favorite wrestlers
Of all time.
of all time.
cool? Oh, put me on the spot, Jets.
If I didn't, Johnny would have later.
That is Johnny's
You too,
question.
Johnny. Thanks.
I didn't say anything.
But
You
would've.
would have.
How do you know?
Because you ask every guest that question.
I did not ask
know,
Balaam last question.
All right. You said 5?
4.
4.
It can be 5 if you want to add an extra.
Undertaker, Lita, Daphne Unger, and Rosemary. We'll add that. Cool.
I know Titus. I mean, Jet stealing my gimmick.
Gimmick infringement.
I'm
need to
more
file for that.
in the first part that hashtag Titus is watching.
I don't know about that. If stealing is gimmick.
In that too.
Did we ask
Can you imagine
Lilith that? I think we did.
I'm sure you did.
Question? Yes, we did.
Yes.
So Jet, since you stole my gimmick, you have to ask Lilith a question now.
That's I did not come prepared for.
Put you on the spot.
Why is Jet allowed to use the internet?
They have different regulations in Canada.
All right.
Y'all know it would be a good Sunday without me.
Sunday.
No, there's a good Sunday right here. That's all that matters.
Can you imagine Jet being the host of the Dudes and Belts Wrestling Chatcast if he's always stealing Johnny D Squared gimmick?
They quit.
See that number of viewers that we have there? It would be a lot less.
Oh, that's a fair point.
All right, Jet.
Lilith, I don't know if I asked you this last time. I can't recall right about now. But if you were going to pick an opponent, past, present, future, male, female, whom would be your dream match, and what type of match type would it be?
Well, as I said earlier, either Bray Wyatt or Paige, casket match.
That's why you didn't go with Hell in a Cell.
The term match, dude. Why are you bothered?
Lilith Grimm versus Bray Wyatt in a casket match.
Oh,
isn't that not good
My
enough?
God.
Too. Flaming casket match.
Flaming casket match.
Flaming casket match.
Let's just say stuff on fire. That sounds like fun.
Casket match.
Just keep upping the ante.
All right, Jet.
Is that good enough now, Jet? Shit's on fire.
That's pretty damn good. Well, guys, I think that's my time. That's my 2 questions.
Thanks, Jet.
Y'all have yourselves a great day.
Buddy. Good to see you.
Stay safe. Peace.
Yeah, bud.
Not good to see you.
Since Jet stole my question, I have a new one. Lilith, I've seen that you've been kind of dabbing into a little bit of deathmatch contests over the past couple months. How's it been? Do you enjoy that type of match? Or have you been getting used to it?
It's not something that I ever thought I'd get into, to be completely honest. Like, it's not something like I seeked out when I started wrestling. It kind of fell into my lap, but I definitely have been enjoying it, and in a few weeks I'll be competing in the Queen of the Deathmatch tournament, as well as the Double Dutch Deathmatch Tag Tournament. That's a lot of words.
Which is why I brought it up, because I was kind of intrigued that you're now entering into this whole new genre of wrestling where, anything goes. And I mean, we've seen Orin go through hell. I can only imagine what you're going to be once you get your hands on a couple people in a deathmatch situation.
Well, actually, if you saw, they announced the Double Dutch Deathmatch Tag Tournament.
Say that 5 times fast.
Right.
Teaming up with them.
That's right, you are.
And then I'm competing in Queen of the Deathmatch, which is an all-female deathmatch tournament.
My money's on you.
Amen to that.
The first match of that tournament is my pumpkin patch match.
Yeah.
Reagan, have you ever thought about getting into that scene of the deathmatch?
Yeah, honestly, I've been a bit curious. I mean, I've done like hardcore matches and like no disqualification matches. I'm very creative, I like to think. So, yeah, I think I'd like to see what that whole realm is about.
There's lots of toys and those
Oh,
types of
toys. You read my mind so well.
If there's anybody else, which by the way, I want to give a shout out to Albuquerque Baby Girl for gifting tier 1 sub to Melly Pins. And herself subscribing at tier 1 for 5 months. We will be keeping the phone lines open in Discord for another 15-20 minutes or so. Do we have any talent that wants to ask questions? I know there's a couple people on the roster that might want to ask a question live on stream.
The fourth row just asked a couple questions in the chat.
There's a good one in there's a good one in there actually as well.
I was thinking
go,
on the same line as one of them.
We'll start with Lilith first because he's got one for both of you. For Lilith, rank the versions of Bray Wyatt from favorite to least. That should be a good one.
That was the one I saw.
Or do you rank them?
Yeah, too.
Not necessarily.
If I'm honest, I definitely have more of a soft spot for Cajun Bray. Like I definitely
Hero World.
that's the journey that I do knowing, and like I absolutely adore the Fiend. Like the Fiend is absolutely amazing, but part of me will always love Cajun Bray.
And then we have one for Reagan. The same for The Undertaker.
The versions of the Taker.
I like the American Badass one probably most. And then I would have to say is like during the whole like streak stuff like in WrestleMania, the entrance, the slow, the methodical, the mysterious version. And then would have to say when he like first started. So yeah, I would have to say the American Badass would be like my favorite version of him with the motorcycle. Who rides to the ring in a motorcycle? Oh no.
Right.
You should. That could be your new
should.
Well,
I have this red wagon that I really want. No, never mind.
I was gonna say I don't know if they'll let her use a motorcycle.
Have a good night, baby.
But, yeah.
The wagon, though, maybe.
Somebody
the
could
wagon
be
could work.
somebody could be riding the motorcycle to the ring. She could be on the back of it,
Or on
trying
the
to get out of
side
the straitjacket the whole time because we've seen her get out of those before. And
it's really easy. I have to sneak out sometimes at night. So yeah, I learned how to do that.
Don't say that too loud. People might be watching.
You just do.
Shh.
No, they're not here. I don't think they're here right now, Reagan.
We
I think
won't
you're
tell
okay.
anybody. We won't tell anybody. We got you. We got you.
My God, you guys are great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We try. We keep secrets really well here. We got you.
Blessed.
Jet, why couldn't you ask these questions instead of stealing mine? Okay. Jet, what is one defunct wrestling what?
Defunct wrestling promotion.
Defunct wrestling promotion that you wish you could have been a part of. Okay.
Yeah, things like ECW, WCW.
Yeah. I think that goes for both of you.
I definitely liked the ECW days. I think that would be like super cool.
Agreed. ECW.
Yeah.
And then we have another one. This one specifically towards Reagan. How did you feel when you saw the Undertaker's streak end?
Like this. Like, whoa, no way.
Right.
Felt that way. Didn't believe it.
Like everybody else in that crowd, just
Yeah.
I thought there was a mistake when it happened.
Me too.
Like
Me too. Truthfully,
the whole crowd thought there was a mistake because if you guys remember correctly, the bell didn't ring right. Let me rephrase that. The bell may have rung, but they did not announce the winner right away. So therefore, everyone thought something was wrong.
And Brock's music didn't hit right away, but they did that all on purpose, just to dig it in even more.
Or did they?
Just stick the fork in it and twist it. Why don't you?
There's a great Paul Heyman interview where he makes you think that it wasn't
it's a
planned.
conspiracy. Yes.
Yeah, but he's just doing that just to mess with you. If
Or
that
is he?
really was the case, he wouldn't talk about it, and Brock wouldn't be celebrated so much in the WWE.
Well, why don't we bring that question towards you as well, because you're a big fan of Taker, to an extent. What were your thoughts when that happened?
It was surreal, honestly. Like it didn't feel real, and it really took me like a couple of days to really process. Like, holy shit, that actually happened.
Man, it was definitely a rough one for all. That's for sure. I see nobody
strange
on the
moment.
waiting list, which means everybody is afraid.
Yep. Which,
Don't be afraid.
I mean, there's reasons, but yeah, I mean, there's people here that could look. We got a lot of people here watching. Somebody should be able to jump in.
Who did we leave off? Actually, Sunday, was it you?
I believe I kind of asked the question, and that
I think it's Triple I.
Was that?
Yeah.
I think it's Triple I's turn.
Triple I, do you have anything?
Yeah, that missed the fourth row question.
You've been
which
kind
I
of
haven't touched my
quiet.
question anyways.
You've been kind of quiet over there.
I just interjected with the Undertaker stuff. I commented there.
Don't poke the bear, buddy. Don't poke the bear.
I could be loud and obnoxious. Don't you worry. I pick and choose my times and pick and choose my battles.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Well, we're waiting on you.
Wear alphabet soup.
So, with that being said, I guess I have one more question. So, once your wrestling career, this is for both of you, once your wrestling careers are over, which won't be for a very, very long time, do either one of you see yourself being a wrestling coach, whether it's for RMP or any other wrestling promotion?
Yeah, if the opportunity came about, I think that would be really cool way to give back. If that was to ever, if that was in the cards, I would like that actually.
Yeah, I'd enjoy it. I'd enjoy being a wrestling coach. I definitely, yeah, when the time was right.
I think that's awesome because like you said, Reagan, giving back to, I mean, you guys are both professional wrestlers now, so a lot of people are devoting their time and effort to making you guys the superstars of what you are right now. And then when it's your time to retire, which will be many years from now, then it'll be your turn to give back. You always want to give back to the business that gave something to you, as you said. Yeah. So that's awesome that you guys want to be wrestling coaches if the opportunity presented itself.
I will say, like, the 4 years that I wasn't doing it, I wasn't even watching it. It just made me like completely like depressed. I think that was like the most depressed I've ever been in my life, and just since coming back, it's been amazing, and it's a feeling that I don't want to lose again.
I don't blame you at all. Obviously, I'm not a professional wrestler, but I turned to professional wrestling as an outlet for me. Mm-hmm. Not just RMP. I love RMP, but I watch the other mainstream stuff as well, some of it. But I use it as an outlet for me because sometimes I go through lows in my life as well. And so when I get to watch professional wrestling, to me, nothing else matters in life. I get to watch my 1 hour of RMP or my 2 hours of AEW, whatever, and just focus on that and just hone in on that and laugh along or cheer along or get upset if something happens I don't like it. It takes me away from my real life. So I can relate to what you just said, very much so.
Yeah.
Cool. So why are you arguing with chat?
Because I want to.
You are such a pain in the ass. All right, Jet with another one. both, what do y'all think? Okay, I'm not gonna say that jet term no more. What do you think of the looks of the WWE Women's titles and the AEW Women's titles? And that goes to both of you guys.
I think they would look really nice on my wall.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew
Somebody
you were
likes
going to
to
say
collect things, so yeah.
I mean, they're shiny. I mean, you can't go wrong with shiny.
Nope.
I want all the shiny things.
All right, we have Queen. I highlight something for the ladies.
I would like to ask Lilith the question.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, Lilith, you've known Reagan now. What goes through your head knowing Reagan Grimes now compared to when the Unholy Trinity was here? We know that Reagan doesn't know it was a different time and it was a different situation, a different mindset. Tell me your views of Reagan Grimes versus the Unholy One herself.
Well, Unholy Trinity is somebody that I highly looked up to coming into this business, coming into Colorado women's wrestling, especially being, one of my kind. Unholy Trinity, she's the OG. She's the original spooky girl of Colorado.
Right.
So of course, I looked up to Unholy a lot coming into this business. And there's definitely a huge difference between the entity that was Unholy Trinity and the person in front of us today that is Reagan Grimes. They're nothing near the same person. They're both deadly though. They're both in their own aspects an absolute force in the ring. And they're both somebody that you can't take lightly. They have their differences in how they went about their ways in the rings, and they both had their tactics and they both had their flaws. And Reagan likes to play a little too much, and you can definitely use that to your advantage if you want to. Now, sometimes she plays a little too rough, as we learned a week or so ago with her patty cake. Got a little rough. Started getting a little too aggressive with that patty cake, but there's definitely a difference in Unholy and Reagan. They can't even be the same person in my mind.
Is that something that has drawn you to Reagan Grimes at this point? Maybe the unpredictability of the difference of how it used to be at this point, where you would tag with her, but then like to fight her as well? Is it just something that all just kind of goes hand in hand? Might be the same person, but it's a different mentality kind of thing?
Absolutely. I'm drawn to her. I'm drawn to those that are unnatural and weird and unusual, because there aren't that many of us, and when we meet each other, there's always some form of kindred spirit there, but there's also competition there. And so yes, there's times where she is my best friend and we're a tag team and everything's fantastic, but then there are times when there's just something deep inside me that just wants to prove which one of the spooky girls of Colorado is spooky. But at the same time, together, we're the spookiest thing that Colorado's ever seen.
True.
Oh my God.
Reagan, what do you think about the spooky factor?
I'm gonna have to agree with that. It's just when weirdos just kind of meet up and they are drawn to each other because they're weird. I'm sure we've had a lot of the same struggles in the business together. So we just kind of stick with each other, and that's something I hold for really, valuable. But then again, it is competitive, and us being friends, we don't mind hitting each other in the face a few times.
But
you just have to.
yeah, but at the end of the day, we are still Grimm and Grimes. I am Reagan Grimes. She is Lilith Grimm. We separate. We come in and we dominate, and sometimes we just punch each other in the face. That's just how it is. That's just our friendship, kind of in a nutshell.
Love it.
We got a silly one from Jet.
Yeah, I saw that.
Going towards Reagan. Do you believe that the wake...
Actually, it's not that silly. It's not that silly. It's feasible.
Do you, believe that the wake will be a challenge to your Lockett's title if they can get a Lockett silly enough to join them?
No, I'm not afraid at all. Like they think they can just like come in and take all the belts and think that they're top dogs. I don't think so. No, I'm not afraid. I actually welcome it. So if you guys have anybody willing enough to step in with me, you go right ahead.
Also, do you have anything? Since you've been arguing with chat back and forth?
I've just been arguing with Jet because he's delusional. But that's just, I'll work on that. I'll get him to open his eyes.
Dang it, Jet.
Marky.
He's a silly individual.
Marky, do we got anything?
Come back to me, please.
Oh,
Sunday.
Damn it.
Yeah, you
Damn
too?
it.
Triple
Yeah.
I.
All out right now, my friend.
All out? All right.
For now, yeah.
I have one. Only because, and this could get me in trouble, but at the same time, I'm curious. I know we have one Titus Machiavelli in chat right now. What are your thoughts on this new championship committee? Do you think that the championship committee has affected you in any way, shape, or form? And Coastal, you can shut up about this one. This is strictly for the ladies. We'll start with Reagan.
I'm sorry, what do I think about the championship committee, and have they done anything to what with me?
Do you think that the championship committee has been fair in all of their decisions? In votes, and so on and so forth?
When it comes to the wake, no, definitely not. I just think that they're trying to hold it for themselves. If you're not with them, then you can't have a belt type of feeling. And I appreciate my title opportunity. I think it was well deserved. And I went in and I took it back because, it was mine in the first place. So, I thank them for that.
You think that they've done a good job thus far?
So. I'm going to leave it like that.
That's good. It's fair enough. Lilith?
As you said earlier, I'm the only one in Legion that's really been winning, and I'm the shining star of Legion. Yet I haven't had a championship match since Never Broken.
True.
That's true.
So, maybe there's a reason that I had to make my presence known. And as far as the other belts, I don't care about those belts. They don't affect me. So the championship committee can do whatever they want with that. All I'm focused on is her and her shiny thing.
It's my shiny thing.
For now.
Yeah, no, always.
For now.
Okay. All right, bestie. I hear you.
Oh, yeah, another one from Jet. Ladies, do you believe Titus could have something to do with the wake?
Oh, look at Coastal getting all happy and hard
Of
over there. My
course.
God. Unfrickin' real.
Sorry, do I
I'm
think
just waiting on an answer.
You good? You good?
An answer.
Titus, I'm just asking a question. That's all.
but I think that Titus has something to do with the wake?
That's what Jet says.
Jet asked the question.
Jet asked the question. I did not. Mine was strictly
That's right.
for the championship committee. Because we're on the outside 2,000 miles away. I don't know how it is over there. We don't know how it is over there. So we were just asking a question. But this one is all on Jet.
Oh, it's all on him, all right.
Way to go, Jet.
Yeah.
So do you think that Titus has something to do with the wake? Or could be involved with the wake in any way, shape, or form? And I guess we'll
I
start
don't
with
know.
Reagan.
I don't know. I guess he's done things in the past to, which would kind of make me think that he has something to do with it. But as far as I'm concerned, I just kind of go in and win my matches and call it a day.
Good mindset. Lilith?
No, I agree with Reagan. My stance is the same as hers.
There you go, Jet. You got lucky.
Well,
Yeah, thanks, Jet.
we'll see how
Why
lucky
did you ask that, chat?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Jet. That's such a name.
Could be worse.
One kind of name, Reagan. It's definitely one kind of name.
Jet.
Jet says, I want to know if more talents feel the same way. Do you feel the same way, Jet?
As Carente? Well, Carente is a very smart man. I mean, he who knows what he's talking about. I mean, me personally, I don't know. I'm gonna look at everything objectively.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Yeah, since when?
That's right.
You starting now, or how's that going to go?
Oh, since the beginning of time.
Great.
Oh,
So like 75,000 years ago.
Titus says
Just
he'll take those as compliments. I'm starting to think he may have some points, but I'm praying I'm wrong. Stop asking questions that pertain to that.
Don't ask questions you don't want answers to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jet.
God.
I want to change the subject a little
Go
bit,
ahead.
though. I want to change the subject a little tiny bit here. So we have Shocktober coming up in, 11 days, almost 10 days now, as the clock is almost striking midnight here in an hour. You ladies don't have matches at Shocktober. At least not that have been publicized yet. What's up with that? Are you happy? Like, Reagan, are you happy you're not defending the title at this moment in time, or?
I mean, yeah, I'm happy I'm not defending it. Like, why would I? I mean, yeah, I'll take a night off.
It's a pay-per-view. It's a big night.
It's a big night, yes.
Be out
like,
there
if I have
stepping
to
on
defend-
somebody's face.
Well, if I have to defend my title, I mean, that's not very. I mean, yeah, I'd be nervous. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't have a match. And as far as I'm concerned, I have the night off. So, yeah, I'm just gonna be backstage vibing.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
You just looked that cliche up on Google.
No, I memorized it.
He didn't know how to use Google.
Well, I'm assuming that question's going to you as well. You're also
both.
not on the card as of right now.
Yes.
I've made my presence known before, and I'll do it again if I have to.
I mean, it is the spookiest show of the year, and we're with the spooky ladies in here tonight. We've seen you make your presence known before.
Yeah, beating up your friend, that's cool.
We saw it.
It's
Yeah,
never nice to beat up your friends.
No.
This is not a one-sided beating, all right?
What do you mean?
If you got someone's back, you should have their back.
That's just how Lilith is, though. That's how we are, and it's probably unhealthy, but whatever. You know, what's healthy these days?
I mean, Lilith, you did break up the match, but the two of you did beat the crap out of each other's faces all the way to the back after that. So I don't know who got the better or the worse of it.
Me,
You did?
I would say.
Well, you got to keep your championship, though, even in that match, even from her coming out and attacking you.
I mean, I had the match won. That's like not even a thing. You saw it, didn't you? You guys see that? I hit my finisher, and she just couldn't stand to let me have one thing. Can't you, Lilith?
You already have one thing.
Yeah, and it's my one thing. You have like what, 2? You're good.
Oh.
We do have other people showing up for Shocktober as well. One, Gangrel, D'Lo, Al Snow, Sledge, and Marty coming to town that day as well. You excited for that, guys?
Oh yeah, I'm hoping to gain some more knowledge from people who've been there before me and just learn how to be a better champion.
Lilith?
Oh, I'm absolutely stoked to have them here. Like, all of those people have been influential in different ways into my career. So I'm very stoked to have all of them here.
Oh, smokes.
Oh no, guys! I might have to leave. I might have to go.
Evening.
Hi, sir.
Hi, Titus.
How is all doing this evening?
Very well, thank you. How you doing?
Very good, Titus. How are you?
Very good. Coastal, shut up.
Yeah, shut up.
Ladies, you've represented yourselves in Recommend Pro admirably tonight. And the gentlemen were just talking about you not having a match at Shocktober, and this is true. At this point, we don't have a match for either of you at Shocktober. I was actually going to save this for Recharged, but I learned that this weekend that both Reagan Grimes and Lilith Grimm have matches the night before at Supercharged. In fact, that matchup will be for the Lockets Championship.
Oh no.
Excellent.
So make sure you tune in
Halloween.
to Twitch. Watch the Supercharged. That's the night before Shocktober. Reagan Grimes, I'm sorry, you're going to defend your pretty shiny thing, the Lockets Championship, against the Bone Collector, the demoned Lilith Grimm.
No.
What big news we got here?
Great.
Trick
Just
or treat.
That's a great treat, isn't it? Who said that?
All right, well, I'm gonna hop off and let you guys continue on the show. I know you're about to wrap it all up.
Yeah,
Yep. We got about 10 or 15 minutes left. Yep.
Look forward to seeing you guys on October the 29th and the 30th. Make sure you check out Rocky Mountain Bros Twitch channel. Talk to you guys later.
Wait a second. All
right.
Titus?
Oh, yes?
Remember, hashtag let Johnny fight.
Keep Johnny safe. Keep Johnny
Thanks, John.
safe.
Talk to you later. You're breaking up there.
Keep Johnny safe.
So, Lilith, what do you think about that? It looks like you have been seen.
I have been seen.
Some friendly competition. It'll be great.
Friendly competition.
Just a couple friends in some friendly competition over a shiny toy.
Punching each other in the face.
I like shiny toys.
That's what friends do.
Or
Yeah, you
as
can't
Lilith
have
is
it.
going to do, try and rip her arms off of her body.
Nice people don't rip off each other's arms.
Well, the Mankato says otherwise.
Whoa, excuse me.
We do have another question real quick from Jet. If you could join any faction, past or present, what faction would you like to join? This goes to both of you. And we are getting close to wrapping the show up too, so this is probably going to be one of the last questions.
Ooh. Brothers of Destruction. I can be like their little sister. You know?
God, can you picture that?
Yep.
That'd be fun.
That is perfect for you, Reagan. That would be the ultimate. Yes, I fully agree.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh my God.
I'm obviously going to agree. Duh.
Yeah, I was thinking Ministry, but yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
That's way better.
I'm going to take a guess from the last show, and I think Lilith picked decay.
I believe that's what she said last time as well, bro.
It was.
Unless there's a
Well, the
change of
Wyatt
heart.
family. This Wyatt family was kind of mentioned as well too.
True.
Carrie or Wyatt family, either one, I'd be happy with.
See, we have memories here. We do remember.
Yes, we
The
do.
Brood. I could see the Brood.
My
Or the
second
Ministry.
All right. Actually, one more just came up from Mr. Fourth Row, which, by the way, guys, we'll have him next week on the show.
Oh, I thought it was not from Jen again. So
No, it's
we
not
do
from
it.
Jen again.
Radio.
Can't wait for next week with him. That's going to be fun.
Now with this breaking news, are both ladies ready?
Always.
Reagan's always ready to play.
She's going to sign her out.
I mean, they got 10 days. Actually, less than that. 9 days now.
Well, I can come
Before that
out.
match happens.
Oh, more.
Is it more?
It's 11.
Let's play, Lilith.
Let's play, Reagan.
Okay.
See, they're just going to go play for a shiny thing.
Yeah.
They're going to play rough for the shiny thing.
Whoever wins the game they play gets the shiny thing.
Oh, sounds like a fun game. Us two
Just a
should play
heads
as
up,
well.
I'm really good at patty cakes, so just
Are you guys good at pancake?
we're good at patty cake.
Triple I, you can't play in this game. You will not come back.
We could play our own game.
Like,
Okay.
what kind of game?
Rock,
Triple I,
paper,
go-
scissors.
Go play
Okay.
sit in the corner.
Why don't you guys do a round right now? Go ahead, Triple A.
ready.
Okay.
Ready.
We can
Rock,
Rock,
paper, scissors, shoot.
Spider.
It's a paper.
Spider.
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 Spider beats paper.
Spider, I'm out.
Don't ask
No,
why.
Spider.
Spider beats paper, Rio. Just stop.
Sorry.
Spider beats paper.
Oh.
Yes.
One again? One more?
Okay. I get stretched. I
He
get
doesn't
stretched.
learn.
Okay.
Stretch for rock, paper, scissors.
Rock,
Rock,
paper,
hammer.
scissors. Oh, I thought we had to go shoot. We had to go rock, paper, scissors.
She
shoot.
just hit you with a
Shoot.
hammer.
Threw a hammer at your face.
Yeah.
Okay,
I have a hammer right-
I got it. Okay, guys. Okay, ready? 1,
Yes.
2, 3. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
We both have the same
scissors.
All right, do it
Okay,
again.
we gotta do this again. Oh man. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Rock, paper, scissors,
shoot. That's a paper.
Through paper.
Oh, this is going to be a YouTube video.
Oh, this is
my
going to
God.
last forever.
Come on, guys. One of you guys win. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Rock, a paper. Oh!
Triple I won.
Triple I win. Woo! Triple I. Yeah! Oh, I got my shine. You have your shiny thing. I have my green toy right here.
Oh, I got Windex.
Yeah. Oh, ready? I got lotion.
Okay, I got little tortillas. What do you got?
Yeah. I
Oh,
got
I'm
a
so
second ball of
hungry. Don't make
lotion.
me think of tacos.
I got 2 balls of lotion right
Why
here.
do you have so much lotion?
Stop.
I have a backup.
Triple I, stop. We're going to get thrown off Twitch.
So my
Look how big
conversation
that is.
gone out.
You wish.
I love ketchup. I'm a ketchup whore.
Yeah.
Oh,
Please make this a YouTube video.
oh my
Please.
God! I
happening.
love
It's
ketchup.
happening.
I put
It's
ketchup
happening.
on everything.
Yes.
Oh my
it's ranch
God.
with me. I like ranch.
Oh, ranch. Yeah, I prefer
Bruh.
ketchup though.
Check it out.
Oh,
That is so much ranch.
Hidden Valley's a good brand.
Hidden Valley.
Hey, you know what?
They do
We
a
have a new show
Chipotle
for
ranch.
the Dudes
I
and
really
Belts
like.
channel. Cooking with Triple I and Reagan.
I love cooking.
I like that.
You think
Oh,
you've
wait.
seen Snoop and Martha Stewart? No, you haven't seen Fun yet.
Nothing.
Check out Cooking with Reagan and Triple I.
Yes. I'm all for it.
Let's do it.
Man.
Imagine
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I'm trying to catch my breath here. Holy shit.
Oh my God. We had a nice game of rock, paper, scissors, all the way to ketchup. Oh,
Yeah.
good stuff.
Rock,
I
paper,
love it.
scissors, ketchup.
Goodness.
Yeah. Oh,
Ketchup, shoot.
my favorite game,
That's the title of the video, Marky. Rock, paper, scissors, ketchup.
my favorite game, my favorite condiment. Can't go wrong with that, you know?
Yeah.
We got
Love
Killian
it.
Crow.
That.
Why are you worried
Killian?
about his lotion, Jet? He does have a stupid amount of lotion.
Oh,
don't
I have
know
a third
why.
bottle over there.
That's like a day's supply for him, though.
He likes to be moisturized.
Oh, absolutely. I'm, I actually got to do it again right now. Actually,
Moist.
I get a moist. Oh God, that's good. Moisting up right now.
Yeah, you do that.
Oh, I did. I did.
Johnny, about wrapping the show up.
Yeah,
But
this is turning in. This is about to turn into Dudes and Belts after dark here. Like we might want to start wrapping the show up.
This is a good show right now. We just made it exponentially better. You're welcome. We provided some entertainment. We played some games. We provided some recipes with ketchup and ranch dressing. We had some shiny toys. I had my green toy. Coastal Cutter for 5 minutes for once. It was great. Tortillas as well. It's a win-win situation all around.
Wow. All right. I don't see any more questions in chat after that.
I don't know how there could be one.
I know.
I'm done.
All right, guys. We are going to wrap everything up. Lilith Reagan. We'll start with Lilith first. Socials. Let people know where you're going and where to follow you.
Yes, I am on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Snapchat. You can follow me on any of them. You just look up Lilith Grimm. That's how you find me on all of them. Next few shows leading up to Shocktober. This Friday, I'll be in Florida for ARW. The next day, I'll be up in Washington with Miss Reagan for Glamour. Then the next week, of course, we have Supercharged and Shocktober.
Reagan.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
Do you have any socials or any upcoming dates that you want to let the fans know about?
Yes, I do. I just made a Twitter. You can follow me. It's gonna be Reagan _ Grimes. I'm most active on Instagram, which is just under unhinged _ angel 45. You can find me on Facebook under Reagan Grimes. And I will be at Glamour this weekend. So we follow the page there, follow RMP. We'll be at Supercharged and Shocktober. And yeah, I think that's all I got.
All right, guys. For all of us here on the Dudes and Belts Wrestling Chatcast, the Wade Kisser himself, the Coastal Crusader on the top left. The Mass Hole Marky Pins on the top right.
Yo.
Sunday Night Savior, the other Jeff on the bottom, in the middle, and of course the lubed up moist one, the Indian. The infinite
I knew you were
Indian
gonna say some shit like that.
Lube tube.
inspiration. Yeah, lube tube. The one and only Triple I.
Damn straight, I'm proud of it.
Oh my God.